connectivity. Thank you very much. I'm very pleased to be here. Thank you very much to the Association of African Universities. Thank you very much, the President, the Secretary General, Ransford. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to the University of Namibia. They have been great. They help us.
You're eating into your
No, he's fixing it. Okay. So is it showing now on the screen? It's not on the screen there. No, I have it here, but there. So I'm going to talk very quickly. I'm going to do the demonstration. My colleague, Professor Farida, will do the rationale. But we have done this based on experience of what exactly needed for an African university. What is the problem? And I'm confident, I'm very confident, this platform will address the issues raised from the start, from the Vice Chancellor of Namibia. He said, share and ask. You will see it here. Until the last point mentioned now about ranking, students now, they need the university to show that it does care about sustainable development. So you can see it's there. But very importantly, because of the time, I'm really scared. I travel a lot, but we have given this one to give you full ideas. If you haven't taken a copy of this, make sure you take it in the registration. If you don't have it, ask me. And lastly, it's available online. Now, very quickly, when we design this, we ask ourselves, based on our work with the United Nations, what needs to be done. And I would like to ask you quickly, if the Vice Chancellor in the morning said about the sniffer dog detecting COVID, can I ask you, how many of you did know about what Namibia University did? How many of you did know about that story? Away from Namibian University. He told us about a great work. Who else had heard about this? Just one person. Can you see that? Imagine we are in Africa. Only one person. I ask you another question. Do you know that a journal published by an African university called African Feminist? Anyone who knows about this? There is one lady there. Can you believe there is a shortage of journals on women and feminists? And we have a distinguished university in Africa. I will not tell you. I will show it to you. This is what is missing. We have the great works done, but it's not missing. The second thing, the United Nations, and I speak in confidence here because we have done that, they told us, why you are not having a representation of African in any expert advisory group? They said, we can't find them, Alam. This is said to us in Geneva, and I'm accountable for it. Number three, all this, so the components we created here, some African universities, they don't have websites. Many African universities, you click, you go to nowhere. And there is one university, I will not name it here, you click, you go to a born site in China. Yes, it's true. I'm not exaggerating. So this is why we took that into account. Number two, you guys, we can't find you. Distinguished professors, Oxford, Cambridge, the same like us and better than us in UK. But we can't find you. We also, your journals, so we have taken all this account for you to take. So this is the platform quickly. This is the universities here. And if you click here, you will see the universities. We try to use demo of data from the people who have interacted with us, but the demo for the universities, we took it from your websites. So this is your data, it's not our data. So you can come here, you will see the universities all together. Queen Mary, Ghana University, Sudan International University, Erlanga, our partner, Bahrain. So number one, once you join the global network of universities. That's number one. So you join California, Queen Mary, whatever it is. Secondly, we have here in the universities, we can say them by region. If you go to Africa, you will find all of them. The classification we use is the African Union, but we can change it. They told us this is East Africa, West Africa, we used it. So here you can, if it comes quickly, we're just waiting for, I click on Africa, but so you can see, you can choose countries by North Africa. You go to Egypt, Algeria, you go to East Africa, Central Africa. This is from the African Union, we can change it. Then you can say universities by the subject. So you are interested on universities working on health or in engineering. Until here, we're talking about African inside the global knowledge hub worldwide. So if you're looking for agriculture, this will bring you immediately the universities across the world, including you, the Africans, working on agriculture. And here you can see Nigeria, that's Ferris University come out, Malawi, and Bangladesh. And then the thing will go to California. We're just trying to do the demo. Then you go to the next one, teaching. We are very keen for you to show your courses, particularly those relating to sustainable development goals. You have just heard about the ranking. All the research saying students now, for the last 5-10 years, they serve universities based on how the university is dealing with the global issues, particularly sustainability. So we want to show your courses which are dealing with sustainable development. And here, if you click on courses, it will show you. It's just taking time on the internet, but you can do it when you go home. It will bring you the university. So the first university here, for example, from Russia. The second one from Bangladesh, Agriculture Chemistry, Bangladesh Agriculture University. The third one from Hungary, UCC, anyone. So you join in your courses, research journals, your staff, your news, your impact studies like the one we heard in the morning with the global. So when the people in the UN or in the EU or anyone looking for experts on climate change, they have no excuse not to find you with the click of a button. They find Alam very easy because I am in a knowledge hub, which is very easy. Not because we are clever than you. So you can see here. But then we have the research. You have the research centers. All your research centers will come under this umbrella. All your research centers in Namibia, Nairobi, Ghana, International University in Sudan, and so on. And the same thing will happen for your publications. And I have to speed up because the chair, I don't want him to scare me. I want to stop quickly. Now here you see the journals. And here, Ghana University, and I think we should give them a real round of applause because they have this journal. Africa Feminist is published by University of Ghana. Proper journal there. We will come later, not now, about how we can help this journal to be scopus and so on. But this is the idea we show them. And then the important thing is here. Again, you can say publications by country, by map. You can just click on the map, go to Ghana, and it will bring you the universities. Go to Namibia, go to Khartoum University, Nairobi, and the countries are in colors. Let's go to Egypt, because I think we got a lot of universities from Egypt. We took quite a lot of samples from Egypt and Algeria because they will help us to demonstrate the African network and the Arab network. So Ain Shams University is an African university, but also it's an Arab university. So we can show you, you can be linked to others. The university in Zimbabwe is specialized in women. So that university will be under Africa network, under the SDGs network, and under the universities which are specializing in women. So it will join another one from Bahrain, will join another one from Saudi Arabia. The one in Saudi Arabia is the leading one in SDG in the ranking in sustainable development called Prince Noura, #1 in the Middle East. So the Zimbabwean University of Women will meet that university in the platform. That's how it works. 5 minutes, I will get it done. Then the event and the impact study. The impact cases, you could have seen that impact cases if Botswana has been, Namibia here. But let me quickly take you to 5 minutes. I'll do it in 2 minutes, try my best. Let me just explore inside. Let's go to Nairobi. I have chosen Nairobi not because of any bias. I have never been to Kenya. I respect them, but because we found lots of material to demonstrate. Look at Nairobi. This is how it looks. You have the front, it's banner, and then you have the profile. In the profile, yes, in the profile, the first box, yes, let me just do this one. Yeah. In the profile of the university, you will see which other platform she's joined. So Nairobi University, when people, they see it in America or others, they know it's part of the African Universities Network. Now, when you click, it takes you to the specific one, which is the African Sustainable Development University Network. This is all pure Africa here. Like the university, International University in Sudan, Professor Bakri, it takes you, or Ain Shams University, it takes you to other platform, Africa and the Arab. And in the case of Sudan, it will take you to the country specific. So if you join Botswana University, there will be a platform for Africa, there is one for Arab, and there is one can be created for Botswana as a country where you have all that. But when you go back to this one, what you see here, then you have the courses. These are the courses from Nairobi University. You click on any one of them, it takes you to the link. But more importantly, it's already searchable if anyone wanted to study this from India. And the question you need to ask yourself, why many students African go study in Asian countries? Why they do not study in African universities? That's a question. This money is going to Asian university. Why it doesn't come here? So you can see we are in Nairobi. You go back to the research, and it gives you all the research journals.
Your partner is waiting.
Okay. Okay. This is the link. If it's not working, it doesn't work. Can you see the importance of the website? And then most importantly, you can go to the event and you go to the staff, and so I'll just show you the staff, because this is one of the critical problems in most African universities' website. You can't find people. We know they are there. They know they are there. They studied in Oxford and so on. Here you can have real people where you can join them. So you want to see expert from Nairobi, you need to see someone as a staff, a leadership. You click and then you go and learn about that person. And don't forget, this person who is coming now, the Vice Chancellor of Nairobi, he's already, when you click on him, then you learn about everything he does, including videos, talks about him, from him. Here, consult, that's what the Vice Chancellor said. Any person here or any university in this, there is this box, you can consult them directly. And we write down here, if they don't answer, you come back to us in London and we will get in touch with them. Finally, I will just show this one, which is the SDGs Hub. One of the cases, for example, or maybe we go to the climate change, is a very important one.
We've got 2 minutes.
Okay, okay. This hub, in Nairobi, they have a center for climate change. Professor Bakri, I remember in Sudan, and I think the Secretary General was there, they did a conference on climate change. There's many of you having work on climate change. So you can join other universities working on climate change. In the objective, they have their theme, the resources here, journals on climate change, including yours, courses, conferences, research center, and then it comes to the team. Your researchers will join this team, then they will be working with the others. And then the rest. I think I have to stop because the time, really. But what I'm saying, anyone would like me to talk to him or her one-to-one, I'm available, and in 2 days. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the presentation, but...
I have said...
Okay, I have to stop.
I just want to reiterate what I said, that you have the same time allotted to everybody for both of you. However, I'm going to reduce the time allotted to the presenters to make their final comment and add it to your group. So Farida will have 5 minutes. Counting once you mention your first word. Okay.
Okay.
No, nobody said
Okay.
that. Nobody told me that.
Okay, while they're arguing, so this is the presentation behind, the backing behind building the platform, which I think is absolutely essential, and it's already used over the Middle East. We've worked with the UN for quite some time, both academics at Queen Mary. Prof. Amal has expertise in policy research, and I built a platform for the UN, and which was given the go-ahead and worked really, really well during COVID. We used diaspora to deliver into countries where they needed information, supported them throughout, and before that and after that still continue. The platform is built on this model, and instead of having all the health institutes and teaching institutes, all the universities and the subgroups within the universities are on the platform. And the platform is truly global. It's got really good governance. You can't do these things and make a platform without security and governance. If you look at Goal 17, is to strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. It's required in all universities. We all know some of them, but we don't know knowledge system, ICT, monitoring, evaluating, and data collection and analysis are really important. We signed a MOU, and this should all be done. The driver is your population. Whatever you do, that's the thing that will drive what you do. So the concepts, I will just show you really quickly. You can read them, so I don't have to explain. and that forms the backbone of the system. And you can see here, it's really important. All the universities and the QS rankings are requiring you to show that you work within the Sustainable Development Goals. Okay, and there's a concept, but in the end, you know, you have good research, you know, good base, good value system, and that you are informed, innovative, and it's sustainable. This again, I'll quickly share as a background, and the processing is usually people-related, but on the system, right? And so it goes right to the base of it, all right, to you people, and we build the building blocks through a university, then into the country, then into your region, then into a wider region, and then globally. Your data will always be secure. It's always yours. You always hold your data. However, you can choose to share it, but it will make a huge difference for everyone who's talking about interconnectivity, exchanges of information between universities, which is not very good in Africa. It isn't very good in Europe, but it's actually quite poor in Africa. You've got to learn to trust and to share to do well, okay? And this is actually taking Namibia University, how the platform will be set up, how you'll have coordinators nationally. And then you can see how you go from the base and work up and globally. So although it is, the platform's in the middle, the interconnectivity, it's across countries, across regions, right? And you can even go from one university to another university. So I'm going to stop there because the next thing will be the demonstration. Again, if you want to ask me, I should be available. You probably don't even know my name. So thank you very much. Thank you, Prof. Bakri. Thank you for the chair. And thank you, the women who are here. Thank you so much. Last but not least. But the one thing I did want to
do you want to use this?
Yeah. Let me just show you the last thing I do want to say to Africa is learn your own story and know how magnificent you are, because that's the thing. Yes. You do not know your own story. If you do, you'd be flying and not sitting there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Thank you very much, Farida. Initially, you spent 4 out of the 5 minutes I gave you, and I was going to get everybody to applaud you standing up. Then you came back and used the 1 minute and more, so I didn't know what to do now. But I think you did very well, I must say that. I want to thank you for the way you perceive what you had in mind. I mean, if you wrote a book of 130 pages, you should be able to summarize it even in half a page. And that's what you have told us now. That's what you've taught us. Thank you so much for that.
Minutes quickly. Why university they don't have website? The proof, go and check them. Many of them, they don't have website. Some, they take you to a born site. Who is responsible? The government. That's why we said this is a process. This is a government. And I said to the Minister of Higher Education in Sudan, if I were you, I will give them a notice. 1 month, I need any university with the website, even basic. This is my conduct address. If they don't, you have to sack the vice chancellor, because it's a responsibility. It has nothing to do with the West or England or the World Bank. United Nations, my colleague from Morocco, in 2000, we did a work for Tony Blair. He was a Commission for Africa. And we found that none, not 40%, none of the African countries is going to achieve the Millennium Development Goals at that time. None. Either off track or seriously off track. But that's not the point about the university. What we're trying to do, and the ranking, is what universities are doing, because the universities are supposed to help countries with development. The World Bank said the nations, the nation development index will depend on the quality of higher education. That's why you see United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Saudi Arabia as an example. But what universities should do, to answer my colleague from Morocco, Manchester University came #1. The 70s, they answered them. One example, women empowerment, which is one of the SDGs. They have shown with report how they empower women, how women have become leaders and so on. The professor from Namibia said, my 2 deputies were women. So you need to show evidence. What they have done, solar. Sussex University, they prove they have done with climate change by relying on solar. You said that, Professor, earlier. You remember? One of the people said here. You said that, I think, on another one. Why not you use solar? Then you will say, we are contributing to sustainable development goals by now depending on solar. That's what universities should show, and that's what the ranking is all about. Number 3, I don't want to comment on the ranking, but I tell you the Times Higher, which we are likely to work with them, they contacted us. They said for Africa, the major problem they are facing, the data they use is all from the Thomson Reuters. And Thomson Reuters, if you publish in a non-Scopus journal, the system will not be you. Because these people, they work on convenience for them, not convenience for you. So if your journals, the one they are great journals, African Feminist, if it does not become Scopus, it will not have any count in any ranking. So this is why we want to go to the grassroots. If we manage to speak, we get to the African journals, we will bring them through the Association of African University in a webinar, 3 hours. We will bring people like Farida and others to show you the roadmap to take your journals from Namibia, Ghana, to be Scopus. If you bring it to Scopus, you, not just for that ranking, but for your own sake. Everyone published with us. I asked them in Saudi Arabia, everyone, they want their journals to be published in the Scopus journal. You guys, Makerere University, they publish with us many journals. We need a Scopus journal. If your journal becomes Scopus, other Africans will publish in your journals. Other Africans, they don't have to pay thousands of pounds. They will pay it to you. This is the mechanism, I think. And just one last thing, if you don't mind, just one last thing. I think that the issue about ranking, the professor said a very good point. 50% are French. You should think of how to improve your university performance. Make sure, today, do it and tell me tomorrow. Go to your own university and tell me tomorrow. Say to me, Alam, look at my university. Where is the courses? Where is the research centers? Where is your journals? Where is your staff? Just click and show me. That's how you see it. If you want to see Alam, just put Alam, put Farida. She will come straight from Queen Mary. Show me tomorrow. Say to me, this is my university. Click on research center. Some of the clicks, they take you to nowhere. This is what you need to do first before you think of you become number 1 or number 10. I think that's what you need to do.
Thank you, Alam, for that. With the passion you've spoken and the way it's increasing by the minute, if you give it the time, we may all be here till tomorrow night. But thank you so much for that passion. We appreciate that. And I really wish to say that